Hello, and welcome to another Devlog. So my professor gave me a very interesting thought to think about, like how can I make my animation workflow better and quicker? And I decided, like, hey, let's make a video on that. And so, did I make my animation workflow better? Yes. How? Kind of complicated. So let's get started on references. You may have heard the saying of good artists borrow, great artists steal. Well, I tend to ignore that. I don't think that's particularly true. But what I do think is particularly true is good artists borrow or steal, and great artists analyze. So, by that, when I think of a character I want to animate, I always look at things in nature or from my memory of movement of something in particular that just interests me, and then I try to replicate that into my character. Or I could be looking at images in Google and I see like a cool scene and I see like a cool character and I'm like, can I animate that character with my pixels? So I analyze what's the most important thing in that painting, what's the most thought-provoking thing in it, and then I try to get those elements and put into my characters. This is one of the main sketchbooks I own that I draw my characters in before I draw them again in pixel graphics. You want to have one of these if you want to have a clean and faster animation workflow. You want to draw the character first in a book like this, then try animating them with vector graphics or pixel art or whatever you use to animate, or something like Blender. You want to draw them first. So let's skip over to today's drawing. This is the mall. I drew this recently for today's video, and I'm going to use my game, of course. And I wanted to make a character that strikes a nerve to people. And this is not too bad in its purpose. You know, I guess it could look kind of scary, but it wasn't doing enough for me. I used Google for references to have it. This is like the arm, the claws. This is the big mouth with the screaming. This is this version of him with the squiggly arms, humanoid type of thing. Maybe it's gonna run a little weird, but it wasn't doing it for me. This is what I end up drawing. And this one works because I use a correct version of a reference. My cousin gave me a good advice some day ago of why don't I just make, I want to make a fearful character, right? Based on real life animals. And I was like, yeah, but I'm really not that afraid of a lion because I don't see lions. I never saw a lion in real life. I don't know how it feels. Can't really draw it. You can, by the way. Just for me, I couldn't. Dogs can be scary, but there's a lot of dogs that aren't scary. So I thought more about what he said, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm gonna show you right here. Let me crawl for a bit. So, as you can see, I am crawling on the floor like a madman, and I thought to myself, if I'm making a character, I'll be pretty scared if I see a man crawl. I won't be pretty scared actually, but you'll be tense a bit when you see a man crawling like this towards you on all fours. Let's be honest. So, back to this right here. I made a man that crawls on all fours as my character animated. Pixel animated character, sorry. I drew a stick man just for reference. He's holding a sword. I don't know if you can see him. It's the stick figure next to the big drawing as a reference to see if the idea really was work. So yeah, that's references on sketchbooks. So references was some wordful. So let's go to the next thing that helped me animate better and faster. and it was using color in my black silhouettes. So what do I mean? Then I say like last video, like black silhouettes is what you want to do to make a character animation. Yes and no. You can use strategic use of color. So references are down, using color strategically is down. What else helped me make my animation workflow better? And if not this pencil, but it's a touchscreen pencil in the lab. And it did help. I made a whole bow animation, which is going to be at some side of me, I don't know yet. And I made that with a pen tool in like 30 minutes. I used color in the mockup. It helped too. And it was really easy to draw the string of the bow and the curved pixels of the frame of the bow. Much easier with a mouse. It just felt more natural. And it was easier on the wrist over time. And like I said, I drew it in 30 minutes. My character workflow is better. I used 3 things really that really helped me, and maybe you want to use those 3 things yourself. So I'll catch you guys in the next devlog video. See you.